everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this channel from. This is your girl Rosemary, and I hope you are having a wonderful day. Before we look at what we're making today, I want to stop again and appreciate you all for your continued support on this channel, for liking the video, for sharing this video with your family, with your loved ones. Thank you guys, and if you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe. This is our channel. Let's do family together. So now, what are we making today? Today we are going to be making fish pie, and today I am going to be using the mackerel fish. Mackerel fish, if you don't know, is very rich in omega-3. Omega-3 is very good because it helps reduce high blood pressure and also helps lower your cholesterol. So now let's look at what we're going to need to make our fish pie. So I'm going to break it into two because it's going to be easier so you follow along. So to make our fish pie, we first need to make our filling or our pie stuffing. And to do that, I am going to be using mackerel fish. And to make our sauce as well, I'm going to be using some carrots. These are all chopped carrots. I'm going to be using some onion, and I'm going to be adding some potatoes. This is just one potato diced up, and I'm going to be adding some peppers. This is a choice. I love spices, so I'm using one habanero pepper. You can choose to add black pepper if you're not someone that really loves it hot, okay? And then to make our pie, we'll need flour because of the quantity I'm making. I'm also going to be using some butter. This is a non-salty butter, so we want to try and cut down on our salt intake, so I'm using a non-salt butter today. So now let me walk you through the steps. So the first thing you want to do is we are going to season our mackerelfish, and to do that I'm just going to sprinkle some black pepper on my mackerelfish. We are going to bake this. I'm going to be using air fry on this. I'm going to sprinkle some onion. And I'm also going to add some curry powder, not too much, and a little bit of salt to taste. So I'm going to oil my air fry, cooking spray, and I'm going to add my fish. So this is how it looks. So I'm going to air fry this for half an hour. So to make our paste, I'm going to be using 4 cups of flour. So before we do anything, we need to sieve this because I want to loosen my flour to remove any air that is trapped in it. So I'm going to be using 2 eggs. My egg, I'm going to first add, I'm using 1 cup of water. So I'm going to whisk this. For your flour, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix that up. So now I'm going to add my butter to my flour. I'm going to mix that up. So the next thing you want to do after mixing your flour and your butter together, I am going to then add my mixture, which is my egg and water. I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to transfer my paste to my bowl. I am going to cut this up and store it in the fridge for half an hour before we use our dough to make our fish pie. To sieve this up and store in the fridge for half an hour. So this is our paste or our dough. So we're going to store this in the fridge, let it cool down for half an hour, let it sit for half an hour before we make our fish pie. Our fish is baked, so this is how the fish looks like, but we're not going to use it this way. We need to take out the bones, okay? The mackerel fish has a lot of bone in there, so in order for you to use it for your fish pie, you need to first remove the bones. We have finished cleaning our fish, and this is what you're going to have when you're done. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to match this before we use it. Now we are going to mix everything together for our filling, to make our filling. So I am going to put my pan on the fire. This is a clean pan. Turn my heat on. This is half a cup. I'm just going to add half a cup to my pan because you don't need a lot. That's all you need. You don't need too much. Okay. We're trying to make our stuffing for our fish pie. So the first thing you want to add is your onion. So I'm going to add my onion to my pan. Fry that onion for a minute or two. I'm going to add my habanero pepper. I'm going to add my Knorr Maggi cube. I'm actually going to be using one Knorr Maggi cube, not two. Mix that up. I'm going to add some curry powder. Some salt to taste, just a little bit of salt. Then I'm going to add my carrots. Then I'm going to add my potatoes. I'm going to let this sit for 2-3 minutes before adding my fish. So if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you are interested in any quality kitchen gadgets, please check out the description box below. I'm going to leave a link where you can access quality kitchen gadgets of your choice. And if you are interested also in intermittent fasting, how to go about embarking on intermittent fasting, I'm also going to leave a link to my book where you can find every information that will be very useful to you to embark on intermittent fasting. I'm going to add my fish. I'm just going to add half a cup. This is half a cup. That's all I'm adding because I want my potatoes and my carrots to cook properly. I'm going to add a teaspoon of flour because I want everything to be together. So I'm going to add just 1 teaspoon of flour. I'm going to mix this. I'm going to cover that, let it cook for 5 minutes. Guys, we have been cooking for 5 minutes. Our fish pie stuffing is cooked. So I am going to turn this heat off and allow it to cool down. We're going to let this sit and cool down before we use it. So this is our dough from our mixture, and it's been 30 minutes. We had to let it sit in the fridge for half an hour. So I just brought that out. So before we do anything else, I am going to grease my pan. This is a clean pan. So you can use olive oil for your greasing, or you can use butter. So I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil to grease my pan. We need to prepare our sealing and what we're also going to use in garnishing our pie when we're done rolling it so it's brown. I'm gonna get an egg. I just need the white. I'm going to toss the yolk, and I need to add a little bit of water. Going to add my stuffing in here. That will help seal it up on the other side. And I'm going to use my fork to close the edges. This is what you're going to have. You're going to repeat the process for everything you have until you are done with all your stuffings or your dough, and then that's all. Okay guys, so we are done preparing our fish pie. So once you're done rolling it up and stuffing it up, this is what you're going to have. So I am going to turn on my heat. I'm going to put on my oven, and we're going to set it up for 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to preheat my oven. While we wait for our oven to heat up, we are going to pat down our fish pie using egg wash. This is the egg white, and I added a little water to this. So we're just going to brush it down, so when we bake, it's going to be brown. It's going to come out a little bit brown, and it's really going to look nice. So I am going to set my pan, and I'm going to bake this for half an hour. So guys, you can have your fish pie in the morning with your coffee or your tea, however you want it. You can take it as snack as well, so it can be taken at any time of the day. You can never go wrong with fish pie. Guys, we have been baking for half an hour. I'm going to check our fish pie. So this is our fish pie, well baked, it's fully cooked. Guys, we have allowed our fish pie to cool down for 20 minutes. So I am going to pick up one because I really want you guys to see how it looks on the inside. Guys, it smells so nice. So this is the inside of our fish pie. This is how it looks inside. I'm going to take a bite. It's so tasty, and I wish I can share with everyone. Guys, we have come to the end of our cooking today. We actually baked today. We baked our fish pie. I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. Please love yourself, love your neighbors, treat others the way they love to be treated, and stay blessed. Bye guys.